Hey everybody, it's Jim Ellis Fisher, the old woman making things. If you're watching this segment of the show, then you're probably on replay, so hit me up with the hashtag replay and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. The red live button is lit up at the top of the screen, then you are on live, and I'm so happy to have you here, and I'm happy to have you on replay too. It's just now 6 o'clock. I'm just going to wait for people to hop on. Oh, good. Stella's coming in. That's good. I talked to one person. Yay. I'm trying to find it over here and see. Wait a minute. I got to get to the group. Okay, there I am. Uh-oh. The group. Yeah, I gotta get myself shut down. Uh-oh. The group. Yeah, okay, that's done. And I put this back on. I had it on and I had to get up and forgot to take it off and jerk things off the table. Didn't mean to, but I did. Okay, so who's here? Let me see who's here. We've got Carolyn. Hey Carolyn, let me go back to the beginning here. Hey Valerie and Sherry and Laura and Teresa and Carolyn and Stella. It's good to see you too from Mammoth Cave, Kentucky. Hey Suzanne. Hey Brenda. Thank you, Laura. Dina's here. Hey Sophie. Hey Dina. Okay. Okay, so we've got to start on people. That's good. Y'all, if I was supposed to send you a telegram, I'm sorry. I tried. I'm going to keep trying. I've got everybody in a group, but I can't get the group to post. So if you expected a telegram and didn't get it, that's why. It's not for want of trying, I promise. Hey, Dina. Okay, I'm not sure where Justin is, but I'm sure he'll be here. He had a late night last night and had to get up today and be in an event, I think. We're making a boy, Laura. I'm making a boy. You can make a girl if you want to. I'm making a boy. Figure out how to download Telegram, and I can't remember how to do it. I think you just download it and put it on your hey Deb, put it on your home screen and then add your phone number to it. I'm not sure. Okay, it's good to see y'all. We got 12 people on now. That's good. Okay, we're gonna make a boy. I'm gonna make a boy. Y'all can make whatever you want to, because you pretty much do anyway, which I think is a good thing because it's your gnome. You turn this, oh good, let there be light. And there was. Okay, so try to put you on Telegram, it wouldn't let me. Huh. Okay, Sophie, I'll work on that. Hey Elaine. Y'all, I'm just learning. Hey Laura. Okay, when you start, it's okay. I'm tech savvy. I'll figure it out. Okay, I'm glad you are, Teresa, because I used to be, but I'm not. Hey, Rosemary. All right. Remember, the first thing you do when you make a gnome of any sort is you start from the bottom up. So you do the shoes and the legs and all that stuff. Now, these are tiny little shoes. Thank you, Stella, for spreading the joy. Tiny little shoes. I think these were sent to me by Sean Jacobs and Happy Mail. Hey Tracy, because they have two laces, they're much easier to deal with. A boy little, yes, we're going to do a boy little. I haven't decided yet what mine's going to do, but I've got his clothes anyway. I've got 3 tiny little rocks here. These are just white rocks from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to see how many of these 3. You know, bigger's fine, Teresa, bigger's fine. And, you know, if you want to make your little bigger, you can do that too. Now the next gnome we're going to do is going to be a normal, you know, what I call a normal size gnome, about maybe yay tall. They're a little bit easier to deal with. Okay, so I think only 2 of these rocks are going to go in this shoe, because I've got to leave room for, okay, now all of a sudden I can't remember how to do this. Well, need to get that one out and see if I can find a smaller one to go in there. because you got to have room for your foot to go in, right? Okay, now when you get your rocks loaded in there, you just fill it full of glue. And it helps if you have a glue tool that the glue actually comes out of. My rock came out. Okay, so you just, now you don't fill up the shoe just yet because you don't have your shoe in it. It's that kind of day for me. Went off, I can't find anything, but I scrounged that stuff up. Well, good. That's what I did. That's what I was doing frantically because I wasn't thinking about how big the head was going to be on this gnome, because you know it's the top of the pool noodle, which is bigger than most of my little hats. So the last minute, I don't know if you can see this, but this is going to be his head up here, and I was just cutting off foam so his hat would fit. And even at that, it's going to be a tight fit. But wait, whose birthday is it? Whose birthday is it? Oh, good, Justin's here. Hey, Justin. It's been a good day. So y'all, I missed 2 days of being online and being live, and I sure did miss it. But hey, Rebecca, you did a good job. I liked your ornament. Oh, well, that was not smart. Do not try to push hot glue down when it's still hot. It hurts. So, okay, I'm just going to put a little bit more in here. And I'm going to set that aside and let it dry or cool. And then I'm going to do the other shoe. Hey, Andrea. Okay, so the other shoe we want to, stuck the stick to the other shoe. Hey, Tracy, thank you. I feel pretty good tonight. It's a tough couple of days, but I think I'm coming out the other side of that. Didn't feel bad. I don't know, where is Vicky? Hey, Peggy. Hey, Sandy, I think I missed you. Come in. Okay. Was Vicky here and I missed it? Y'all, there are only 23 people here and I can't keep up with comments. She is here. Okay, well, hi, Vicky. Okay, so I got one rock in there. Let me see if I can get another one in, because I really, they need, the littles don't need as much weight as the big ones, but they need a little bit. Oh, there you are. I see you. What time are you going to the club tonight? I'm not going to the club tonight. In fact, after this is over, I'm going to be live again on my regular page. We are a chatty bunch. That's one of the things I like about this. I'm going live on my regular page because I haven't been on there in 2 days either. And we're going to finish up the ornaments we started the other night. And no matter what anybody says, I will not be playing music in either video. Lena, I'm happy to be live and to see y'all here, because I really do miss it. You know, getting to be where going live and visiting with my family is almost like breathing. Okay, so while that's drying, I'm going to take one pool noodle, no, one Dollar Tree roller, and I use the long ones. So I'm just going to take these little dobby things off. That's what that's called, a little dobby thing. And take it out. Now I'm going to put it back in, because this is what makes the legs stiff. And if you should ever decide to have a gnome sitting down, which I'm going to do some, what are we looking for? Pickle jars? pickle jars. I'm just going to use a gallon jar for mine, Justin. I hope that's going to work. For a little, it is a pool noodle. Well, that's true. It is a pool noodle for a little. Okay, now you want them to be, you want it roughly in half. And you really would like it if you had pulled out your pliers, your wire cutter before, there it is, before you sat down and started this, but I did not. Thank you, Dina. It's about, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, it's 4 or 5 bracelets. I don't know which, they're tiny. Okay, now I'm going to take this and see how that curves a little bit. You don't want that. You want it to be straight-ish. So I just take needle nose pliers and straighten it out. Or try to. Hey, Patty. Y'all, I know I miss people. Justin Krause, I checked BJ's, but they only had 2 quart jars. Small club, yeah. I haven't even looked for a pickle jar. I don't like the smell of pickles. And you can't get the smell out of there. Elaine, you're in the hot tub? Or is Justin just causing trouble? He's good at causing trouble, y'all. Sorry, that's huge thing. It's watching Misha's in, wait, Misha's in Facebook jail. No, they wouldn't dare put Vicky in Facebook jail. Hey, Janice. Okay. All right, so I've just cut this in half, and then I'm gonna that takes out the smell. Okay, well, I've never had much success taking out the smell. So I'm just putting the wires back in the roller, and I just hook this little thing across the bottom. Oh, you must have a really big hot tub, Elaine, if we can all get in it. These are not the same. You want your legs to be the same length. Otherwise, you have them standing a little wonky. So, but fortunately, these things just cut with scissors, so they're fine. Okay, now, where's my fabric? I want to make these legs a little bit wider, I think, because the poodle noodle is so wide that I think I want to do a scrap fabric around it. Not a whole lot, but just, you know, something to make it a little bit, to make them a little bit wider. So I'm just going to cut this towel off. It was a St. Patrick's Day towel. Now it's not. We are using a poodle noodle, part of a poodle noodle for the body. This is the body right here, minus his legs. It doesn't have his legs on it, or his arms. And fabric scissors work so much better if you can get them out of the jar. Okay, well, I'm going to have to hang on a minute. Scissors are stuck on a pin. Yeah, y'all, Rebecca just got back from New Orleans, one of my favorite cities in the world. And I got tired just watching her. She did a bunch of stuff. So I'm just cutting off some of this. Just to give the legs a little. I think I'll cut this off too. This is kind of wide or thick. You don't want thick. New Orleans does have great gumbo. They have great sandwiches, muffulettas that have everything in the world on them. Let me get his pants out of the way. So I'm just gonna let me cut one. I'm not the least bit scattered, y'all. You know, I'm not. I didn't think I hadn't done this in years. I'm just gonna use this as a go-by, so they're about the same size. This is not an exact. Yeah, pretty much the best food ever. I love the crawfish, just boiled crawfish. And one of my favorite things to do is get a 6-pack of beer and a couple of friends and several pounds of crawfish and just go sit on the levee and drink it and eat it. Thank you, Elaine. Hey, Victoria. Okay, so I'm just going to... Well, this will be a little... What I'm doing is I'm cutting the hems off of these because that makes it a little bit thicker. And I don't really want thick. Love the turtle soup and boiled shrimp and... Oh, my goodness. I'm sure you had all of that, Rebecca. You know what? I'm going to do this a different way. I'm going to leave that there. I don't think I've done it this way before, y'all. Don't tell anybody. I think I'm making this up as I go along right now. But I think his legs are going to have to be just a little bit shorter. So I'm going to take that out. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to just kind of measuring here. Just measuring how long I want his legs to be, and I'm going to cut this to that length. Y'all, this part I'm just making up as I go along. I think what I've done before is I've just used that, but then that makes for really skinny legs. That's what that's what I've done. Good deal. Okay. All right, I'm cooking with gas now. Or something. I'm doing something. Okay, so, oops. Nope, they're not the same length. Doggone it. See, there's not much difference there, but even that much difference in the length can throw it off a little bit. And I want him to stand up, so I'm just going to trim it. Okay. I'm doing amazing. Thank you, Justin. Okay. All right, so now you take your cloth, and now that I've shortened these, I can fold it over and have it twice as wide. Now, ordinarily, I would do clothes with fabric glue, but that takes time to dry, and hot glue works just as well. It's just I tend to be heavy-handed with hot glue. It tends to get lumpy, and I just, I'm not wild about lumpy clothes. Okay, now I put the hot glue on the cloth, not on the roller, because I mean it will melt some on the roller, but it'll really melt it if you put it directly on the roller. And then I'm just gonna roll it up. And something I need to think about is whether or not it's going to go in the shoe. And it's not going to. But that's okay. I'll just cut some of it off. I'm easy, y'all. But you do want to be sure that your leg's going to go in the shoe. Okay. So that's that. And I'm just going to, because we already know it's too thick, so I'm just going to cut it off. People, yay! A third of our population. Justin, how many places do we have left? Just one or two? Missing lot. Oh, I'm sorry, Michelle. It's okay. You're on your own. I mean, you're fine. Well, you have to earn your own. More beads for crafting. Let's go to Mardi Gras. I tell you what, that's the place to, I gave away a ton of Mardi Gras beads during the pandemic. And now I could use them. Where are my little scissors? Well, I don't know where they are. Okay, so now I got legs. Let me glue this down. That's where this one was doubled over. So now I can stick the leg. Ouch! That's. Put my hand in hot glue, and then I can stick the leg, maybe down in the shoe. I think I'm going to put some glue down in there to receive it. Okay, it's a little bit too big. It's okay, I'll get it. I need a shoehorn. I need a little tiny shoehorn. Well, now this is a problem, guys, because it's okay. So what I'm going to do is it won't go down in there. I'm just going to cut a little bit of it off. Just so it'll get all the way to the bottom. So all I want is for it to get all the way to the bottom. You know, I'm improvising like crazy here. Now let's try this again. A little bit of glue in the bottom. I'm going to try again to get this all the way down. And we're going to fail again. Let me do it this way. Nope, I did it that way. Let me do it this way. Okay, what not to do? Did you round the noodle? No, I cut a divot out of it so it was skinnier at one end. But I see that I'm probably going to have to do it. Y'all, I've not had this problem before. If I'd had this problem before, I would have warned you. Or I would have gotten bigger shoes. So. Still not all the way down. The other one's not going to be, the other one's not as thick as this one. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to melt the noodle or the roller a little bit. There we go. Sort of. All right, we're going to start over. You would have had the Betty White meme, you would have had a vision. Okay, I'm missing out that conversation. Let me get another noodle. Because the first thing I need to do is be sure this one will go in. Okay, scratch that. We're going to start over because yep, we don't have room. We don't have room for the until too tight and start it again too. Yeah, that happens to me a lot. It's one reason I don't really measure because I'm all love that nail polish, mauve and metallic. Well, that's supposed to be gold, and it is. But it's, Dina gave me a mani-pedi before the Sparkle Conference so that I could sparkle. And it was a lot of fun. I sparkled. Even Raggedy Ann sparkled a little bit. Okay. Sorry, y'all. This is what takes the longest as a general rule, and yes, I did. So did you. Justin was sparkly too. We had a good time. We had a really good time. Okay, now we're going to try this again. Only this time we're not putting cloth around it. Now if your shoes are bigger, you can put cloth around it and you'll be glad you did. But my shoes are not big enough for the legs to go in there, so we're gonna a little bit. I think maybe I just get off on cutting foam rollers. I don't know. Okay. All right. Start again. We're going to do it again. This will be much quicker. Need to get more shoes. I haven't found local shoes in a while. Yep, a roller cutting fetish. That's me. Why not? Okay. Okay, those are close to the same size. All right, now I'm just gonna, this is the tricky part. I'm gonna put some more glue down in here. It's filling up fast, and then I'm just gonna push the noodle down in there. But not the noodle, the roller. I did say that. I said it seemed that way. Okay, now when it gets all the way down in there, you can put more glue around and it's going to melt the shoe. Oh, no, before you do that. Okay. Put some more in the front. Don't put it in the back. Because we want to be able to lace up the shoes. We want to try to lace up the shoes. Good grief, y'all. I never have this much trouble with these things. Well, there's something satisfying about that little snipping sound. You know? Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so let me try it this way. I feel like I've glued that shut. Where'd it go? Oh, it went through, but I can't. Oh, there it is. Get back up here. Get up here. You'd think I'd never done this before. Wait, the private group is what? Officially full. Woohoo! Yay! Yep, y'all don't go anywhere. Don't want to have to replace anybody. Okay, so we finally got that in, and the tongue of my shoe is real wonky, but I don't care. Yes, just a congratulations, my friend. All right, I'm going to open. No, I'm not. I'm going to put the lace through this time because I think I had one of the holes glued shut. That's one reason I was having a problem. Doll cowboy boots. They have some at Hobby Lobby here. Back in the little doll section where you get the hats. Well, that doesn't look right, y'all. None of this looks right. Y'all, I've made one of these before. You just can't tell. Whew, okay, now before I tie it up, I'm going to throw some more glue down there. Look, they've been out for a long time. I'll go back, and if I can find some, I'll send them to you. Now I'm just going to finish filling this up with glue. I got the foot in there. I don't want it coming out. Oh, okay. And then I'm going to let it cool off before I try to tie the bow. That is really strange looking. Okay. We'll do the other one. They'll both be strange looking. Okay, so okay, I'm just putting glue, ouch, a little more glue in just to anchor it some. It's really hot, y'all. Got glue everywhere. Glue everywhere. I love this group too. Y'all are so much fun. And you've accepted me as part of it, and I'm so happy about that. See, this one's a little bit easier. Y'all just keep talking amongst yourselves while I do this. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. I love you too. I love all of you. You know, I thought for a while there I was going to have to give this up, but I don't think that's going to happen now. Because I've decided if I'm supposed to be doing this, then it will work out, and I'm not going to worry about it. And if I'm not supposed to be doing it, then somebody's going to get a whole lot of craft supplies. So these shoes are a hot mess. I have to say, they are a hot mess. I mean, they're hot and they're a mess. Someday I'm going to learn how to tie shoes and make shoes look neat. Right now, I just make the pants real long so nobody can see them anyway. Thank you, Gwen. That's, you know, y'all have fun. We have fun too. Okay. I'll tie that later. Okay, so we finally got his feet on. That's a good thing. So now we're gonna, I don't know if I can tie these shoelaces or not. I think it's raining here. I'll tie these later. I try not to tie bows in front of people, because it's a struggle, and I've struggled enough. Just sent 100 quarts to somebody looking for them. Who could that be? But I didn't try to use a cork on these things. Okay. Now the trick is figuring out the left shoe from the right shoe, but I think these are uniside shoes. Uniside shoes? Is that a word? I don't think so. It's raining there too, huh? I'll have a bunch along with... Ooh. I love corks, y'all. You can do so much with corks. Alright, so I'm just gonna... Oh, he's long-legged. He's long-legged. My goodness. He's a long-legged boy. So, and he is standing up by himself. He's got long legs. Long legs, a little short body. But you know, that's one of the things that makes him so cute. He's also a little pot-bellied. We'll fix that so he's not quite so pot-bellied. Okay, so when you get them positioned where you want them, you take them out, put a little glue up in there, and then stick them back in. And you try to turn your feet so they're facing the same direction. Teresa, it depends on how big your hat is. My hats are not big enough to we're not big enough to handle. I mean, yeah, to go around the whole thing. So I just shaved them off. If your hat's big enough, or if you're making a gnome hat that you can make any size you want it, then you don't have to shave them off. Okay, so, all right, so he's sort of standing. Okay, now you want to get your pants. Let him dry a little bit. And as soon as this cools off, I'm going to put a little bit more glue up right in here. Just to secure it, because they're not real secure at the moment. What about pants? Well, there are the pants right there. Is he going pant? No, this is the pants. They just haven't been made yet. So I had, I've measured this out. It was, I can't remember what. It was 10 by 5.5, I think. And which is plenty big, because see, that's as big as he is. So I'm going to hem up the bottom. Let me see. I want it to be about this long. So I'm just going to cut this off, because I don't need it and I can use it for something else. It's just going to be a strip. Okay, now I have learned in the course of my total inability to sequence things properly that before you need to hem it all before you make the pants. So, because otherwise you're going to be hemming little bitty parts of things. Y'all, I had you cut too much material. Oh, wait, no I didn't. Okay, now my shoes and my legs are a big mess, so I'm gonna make my pants kind of long. So I'm gonna hem them up. Right about here. Now this material does not have a right side and a wrong side. But when you're hemming, you hem with the wrong sides together. But this is the same on both sides except for the length. Okay. So now I'm going to put the little guy down. It's still a little long. Put him down, and then I'm going to fold this. I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to fold it so the right sides are together. Now I cut mine in one width, so I just have one seam to make. So and then when you get it folded with right sides together, you put, I'm going to use this one, just a thin bead of glue. Very thin bead of glue, as close to the edge as you can get it. Or a thicker bead of glue that sort of wobbles its way up the side. And you put it down and you let the glue dry. Okay, now to figure out your legs, okay, you've got to account for this so that you're going to have one side bigger than the other. So I just fold it in half. Well, sort of in half. I go up right to where I put the seam, so it's not quite in half. But I go up there, and that marks the middle. And I'm just going to make a little snip where the middle is. See, I was about to do it wrong. Get off. Okay, so that's where the middle is. And I'm just going to cut up about the length of his legs. And it's just a straight, right now it's just a straight cut. Ooh, he's long-legged. These are going to be baggy pants. A little bit more. And you can just leave it like that, but that's not how pants are made. So you want to take one side and just cut at a little bit of an angle. And then do the same thing on the other side. And it's going to look more like pants. Just a little sliver at an angle. And there's always one piece that wants to fall down and not get cut. Can't blame it, because who wants to get cut, right? And I just made a mess. Well, I have a feeling this one's going to stay with me, because he is giving me fits. took a divot out of them in the wrong place. Okay, so now you have your pair of pants, and all you have to do is lift up one side of one leg and put you a little bit of glue down the bottom, right as close to the cut as you can get, you know. Well, ooh, okay. And then lay the top piece down and do the same thing on the other side. Glue strings everywhere. Okay, put that aside and let it dry. And you can go ahead and, y'all, I make the easiest shirts in the world. All I do is, gosh, I had y'all cut way too much. I think we just need about half. You put your, yeah, I would sing that, but you know, I have this thing about music. So you want your skirt to be a little bit longer than the torso. So I'm sorry I made you cut. I gave you too big a measurement, but depending on your size gnome, it may be perfectly fine. So I'm just gonna cut this where I can cut it semi-straight. All good. All right. Is any lost picture? Oh no, somebody lost picture. Who lost picture? Vicky, no, I'm sorry. Okay, and I'm going to hem this a little bit, so I'm going to turn it up just a little bit on the edge. It's not going to have a heavy hem, but I don't want it to ravel. So, all we're doing is making a tube. Okay, it doesn't want to stay down. It doesn't want to be a tube, y'all. Now, I've had gnomes that had a mind of their own. I never had a shirt that had a mind of its own. Oh, good, you're back, Vicki. I hope picture's back too. Okay, so when you get your hem done, you turn the right sides together, like so, and just run a little bead as close to the edge as you can get it. Just a little bead of glue, or maybe a big bead. And you put it down and you set it aside to dry. We'll do the sleeves in a few minutes. Okay, now this is a tricky part. Facebook is out to get you, bestie. Hey, Claudia. Hey, Camille. You want to carefully turn it right side out. When I'm sappy, I'm happy. Uh-oh. Mine always come apart, y'all. My pants always come apart. That's one reason I like to use fabric glue, is it holds a lot better than the hot glue does for me. So let it dry again. Hold up, please. Okay, you want me to stop? Okay, I can do that. Where are y'all in this? I haven't even checked on y'all. Yep, turning them to the right side is a feat. It's not one I've mastered yet. Just warned you about commenting too much. Wow. Dina, mine are too. They're going to come apart, I'm afraid. None haven't begun yet. Okay. Having problems with the pants. I didn't see it all. Okay. Assume this is the pants. You fold the right sides together. Well, you hem them, but you fold the right sides together and run a little bit of glue there. And then you fold it so it's in half without, to the seam, and you cut just a little bit up there. Cat's meow. Think I'm going to glue them to the noodle. Well, you do glue them to the noodle, really. You're still at the shoes. Y'all, why didn't you tell me to stop? So, we can chat while people catch up a little bit. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go so fast. I go so slow. Love to see you in motion. Okay, that's in the meantime, my feet have dried, so I'm just gonna put a little glue where the roller meets the noodle, and that'll kind of melt it together a little bit. Well, I think that's a really good question. See, I told you I was really bad at sequencing. Didn't I tell you that? So, mine will go over. No, they won't. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to take the legs out of the noodle. There. Okay, now. All right. Y'all, I'm so sorry. I am so bad at sequencing. It's just crazy. So, I take the legs out of the noodle. All right. When you get the legs out of the noodle, Jim is working on sequence. See, her vision is so strong. I do just go for it. And, I have an idea and I always forget a step. Always, always, always. I'm so sorry. All right. I'll try again to turn this right side out. And they're coming apart too. Alrighty. My inseam's coming apart too. I may have to get another pool noodle. Another piece of pool noodle. Charlie and I started dog training. Not Charlie, Frankie and I started dog training. Okay, well that one came out okay. This one's coming apart. Okay, so if it comes apart like this one did, this one's got, he ripped his pants. I ripped his pants. So I'm just gonna try to flatten it out as best I can. These are some wonky pants, y'all. And I'm just going to glue it from the outside. See, I put it together the best I can so it looks like it's that way. I mean, it's that way. But then I'm just going to slide a little glue in there and hem them back up. Uh-oh. And let it dry. Okay. So we got pants. And these are Christmas napkins. Ordered a bunch of be happy to send. Uh-oh. That's nice. Okay, let's see. Actually, I'm not giving anything away to this group. So, and I've got napkins. So, Dina, could you pull a couple of names for me? Okay, so let me get my legs on the right side. Now, you can poke your leg up from the outside. Thank you. Okay. So, pull his legs up from the inside. Thank you to whoever mentioned that. And then you pull his pants down. I know, y'all, that's vaguely obscene, but we're not going to worry about it. And we're going to actually turn the noodles so you're not putting them back in the same, you're not putting the legs back in the same hole, you know, because it's going to melt some more and they're never going to stick. So let's find a new place to put his legs. Okay. So now you can try to take them out. And put some glue in there and then quick like a bunny put them back in. All the while trying to keep the pants from sticking to the, get in there. Okay. He's still standing. The metal came out. Oh no, y'all, I'm so sorry I did that. Michelle, I had to take the legs out of the noodle and start over. You know, and just because you need to put the legs on before you attach it to the body. Yep, now you get the pants up because these are awfully baggy pants. I'm just going to pull them all the way up. Oh, he's got a big booty back there. All right, I'm just going to put some glue on here on the pants and stick it to the, uh-oh, leg out. Get back in there. Face the right direction. Okay, I'll show you. I'll just make another hole. Well, I hope nobody ever looks at these and this poor pool noodle. It's really important that your feet face in the same direction. That's critical. That's a critical thing. Oh, Lordy, y'all, this is a hot mess. So much easier without an audience. Okay. Feet are going the same direction. Pants are up. Glue her down. Okay, as long as your feet face the right way, you're fine. It's Swiss cheese now. We're going to try not to pick him up too much before the glue dries. Now, Justin does everything neat and orderly, and it always looks good, and I don't want anybody to see the inside of my gnomes because they're always kind of sloppy. Okay. At least he's standing up, right? That's something. And I just decided what he's going to be... No, that's not it. What he's going to be doing. Okay, now you take your shirt. Which is also going to come apart. Yep, it's coming apart. Turn it right side out. And glue it back together. Good grief. Now, fortunately, all these seaming areas are going to be covered by something. Standing by, legs are good. Okay. Yeah, standing on the legs are good. Who is this Justin? I don't know him. I do. He's not perfect, but he sure is wonderful. But judging from the pants on this guy, he just told me what he's going to be. I couldn't decide, but now I know. Just trying to get up there. Hey, Marianne. Okay, now. Hoping for a lumberjack. No, well, you know he's not going to be anything because the shirt's not going to be big enough. Doggone it. Well, for one thing, it's upside down. Let me see if I can squeeze him in here. Yeah, it's going to work. I swear the bigger ones are easier than the little ones. For me. And not the big ones like Justin does. The bigger ones that I do are much easier than this. But pull this down over the baggy pants. Okay. Good deal. So now he's got a shirt on, sort of. And the seam, oddly enough, the seam is in the back where it belongs. Gosh, I never managed that. I'm just going to hold this closed. Almost working on that. Uh-oh. Hey, Sylvia. What the measurements of the shirt? The shirt was, wait a minute, I've got it right here. Well, that says shirt. Doesn't say what the measurement was. That says pants. It's not helping me out here. Okay, the shirt is let me see it in action. Oh, there it is. The shirt was 8.5 by 5. I think that's right. Okay. Get down some more, y'all. The hard part's over. Well, the hard part may be getting the hat over the beard and all that stuff that's got to go over, but we'll see. Okay. All right, to make his arms, and y'all, when I say I have problems with sequencing, I have frequently put the beard on before I put the arms. Yeah, 8.5 by 5, but you know, the 5 was way too long because I cut, how much did I cut off of it? Where's my, oh, here it is. I ended up using, yeah, 3 inches would have been more than enough. I don't know what I was thinking. Even this up a little bit. Okay, now for the sleeves, do the same thing. I use one roller, gluing the shirt to the pants. Yeah, eventually will. I haven't done that yet because and actually I glued it to the noodle so it's not going anywhere. Okay, so you take the wire out, and I just use half. I cut it in half, just like I did the feet, and then I cut it with clippers, not with my sewing scissors. Okay, straighten out the arms. Go big or go home. I bet Justin's gnome is 3 feet tall by now. Okay, and I already know this is too long. Well, not much, but I'm going to cut some of this off. Okay, to make the sleeves, now I don't even attempt to turn this right side out. So what I do is I hem up the bottom, with the wrong sides together. It's a lot easier if you have glue and the glue tool. And then I glue up one side Okay, this one's going to be over here. I glue up one side of the long thing. Once again, wrong sides together. This just kind of gives the illusion that you made a seam. Well, this is way too long. Then you put what I do with my thingies. I know what, there they are. I put the wire back in and I hook the end over it. Resting doing this, I've been dragging out a log trailer full of Christmas decorations. Wow. Christmas decorating's hard, y'all. Okay, I've got to make them a little bit shorter because I need to have something to stick into the pool noodle. Where's my other one? They kind of blend in with this thing here. What are we saying? Get your yard done before it gets so cold in South Alabama. Okay, now this is way too long for this because you really want your cloth to stop right there. So, and I like to recess my little thingy here a little bit. So, oh, you know what? Before you put that on, put one of the buttons back on. I don't know, Claudia. Well, you know, we use the rollers. A lot of crafters use the rollers to make legs for the gnomes and arms, and they just seem the right size for the littles. So I don't know how I came up with it. Probably wasn't original. I probably saw somebody do it and copied it. Okay, so I'm putting the button back on and I'm putting just a little bit of glue down on the button and putting the roller on top of it, and that just keeps it from coming off. And what that'll do is that'll give me something to glue my thing up with. What are we saying here? Wow, that's a lot. So, you know, that's why I put this down here. So I'm going to put that right at the edge of where my hem is, and that'll tell me where to cut. So I'm just going to cut it off right there. And okay, that's one. Now the other, it gets a little tricky because you start rolling from the unfinished side so that when you finish, it looks like you have a seam. So I want to, well, I don't think it really matters. We'll find out. Okay. So I'm going to do the other arm before I attach them. So you're going to hem up the bottom. And you're going to hem up one side. My dog is going crazy. Can y'all hear him barking? He's mad at me. The trainer told me to stop feeding him twice a day, to feed him just once a day and do it in the late afternoon. He's not amused, y'all. A bunch of curlers from when I worked as a stylist. Nice to be able to recycle them into something. If you've got thick ones, you know, I think I told you in the video, the first one I made was on this Dollar Tree roller. This was the body. It's not quite big enough. But if you have a roller that's bigger than that and about this size and you can't find a pool noodle, you could use a bigger roller. They're just a little bit harder to get you know, to stick things in, but it can be done. Okay, so now we're ready. So you start with your roller on the raw edge and you put glue down all the way down that edge. And then you put your roller on top of the glue. And there's really no need to glue that right now. Okay, and then you just roll. You roll, and when you get to where you've hemmed it, then you're done. Well, you're not done. Then you glue. You just run a bead of glue down the hemmed edge and roll the roller over it. And you have a sleeve, and it, well, if it's not, it looks kind of like you hemmed it. You know, at least it's a finished edge. Then you do the same thing with the other one. Okay, and this is a do as I say moment. Do as I say, not as I do. You want your seams to go in the back, or actually on the side, so they're not seen. So you decide where you want to put it, which is going to be right up here because that's an open space. So I'm going to, where are my scissors? I'm going to make a little snip here. Decide what you want your arm. If you went up as high with your material as I did, you can make a little snip in it, and then you can push it through there. And again, you take it out, you make your hole, take it out, put a little glue in, and push it back in. My arm's probably a little high. Well, it can't be helped. It's probably a little too high. I'm going to take it out and put it in a little bit lower. And all this is going to be covered by the beard, y'all, so it's okay. It's not perfect, but it's okay. Let me get the glue off of it. All right, sorry, little guy. the glue came off. Oh, I really do know how to do this. I really, really do. All right. Okay, I'm about to say a bad word. Don't judge me much. Y'all, I don't know what I'm doing now. This is horrible. What not to do. This is a class in what not to do. See, my issue is the button came off the end of the roller. That's okay, we'll just... I don't know what we'll just... Why do I have trouble with mine? Did Andy have a head? Just breathe. You're too snug. Yeah, miss. Did Andy have a leash? Andy did not have a leash. He was holding on to the battery pack for the phone. But it did look like I was leading him around with the leash. It did. And it, you know, amused people, so that was good. Okay, now, let's try this again. Now, we're not going to want to mess with this one very much. We're not going to want to move him around a lot because he's going to fall apart. Okay, try to put the seam side down so it will be against the side. And we finally got his arm in there, so we're just going to hold it and let it dry. Actually, we're not. We're going to put a little glue on the outside to hold it from the outside as well as the inside. And now we're going to do it. So I can read comments while I'm waiting for this to dry. Just painted it for my daughter. All Raggedy Ann and Andy. Okay, got it. That's what it is. I wondered what that conversation was about. Okay, so while that's hopefully setting up some, we'll put in the other one. And we want it to be roughly the same height and in the same place as the one that was just put on that's coming off. Hold it some more. Yep, what happens in private group stays in private group. Should have had y'all sign a confidentiality statement or a non-disclosure clause or something. Okay, so that's right about there and there, so poke a hole in it. He's saying, all right, love you, Michelle. Have a good night. Oh-de-do-de-do-de-do-de-do. What'd you do tonight? I watched an idiot trying to poke holes in a pool noodle. No need to sign anything, it's implied. Yeah, well. Okay. He's going to be a hallelujah gnome. He's not. I made that up. He could be, except I don't think I could get his beard on. Okay. So let me hold this one in place. No need to sign anything. Yep. Okay. Y'all, that was an ordeal. Okay. Still got 30 people. That's amazing. Okay, so now we're going to bend his arm. We're going to keep our hand out of the hot glue, or try to. And we're going to bend this arm down, you know, down. Uh-oh. Down a little. Oh, have you ever had a night when your crafts do not cooperate with you? Well, that's one of these nights. I'm gonna force him. I see his arm's showing, but that's going to be covered, maybe, by his beard. Might as well go ahead and do this one. That one's cooperating a little bit better. Not much, but a little bit. Got glue everywhere. Jim started it. What did I start? What did I do? Still hear fear of missing out. Okay, wait. What did I do? Oh, hallelujah. Oh dear. Yes, hallelujah, hallelujah. Okay. I'm caught up, I think. Don't understand it, but I'm caught up. All right, now let's try to get his arms down a little bit more. He's going to fly away. All right, so somewhere up here I have a beard. And he's little. This is just a strip of fur. that's plenty long. So let me see how much we need. It's going to be his hair and his beard. It's going to be all of it. Honey, you are just a mess. Okay, let's see, I was not at all ready for this. I thought I was, but I was not. That's not it. Here it is, okay. I was so smug earlier. I thought, I've got this. I've got it. It's a cheap entertainment, I'm sure. I've been watching them replay. Well, you know, a lot of the entertainment's what goes on out there while just doing our thing. You know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the hair separate. I want the beard to go around, so let's see. Okay. Alright, so got the beard cut, and I cut it long because I want it to go all the way over his arms. See, we didn't need a shirt at all. He could have been shirtless and nobody would have cared. Hey, Patty. Watching Christmas movie. Oh, you're watching it again. Okay. Well, that's probably a better show than this. Okay. Looks like the Grinch. Well, make him a skirt. He could be a girl. He could have a skirt. Or he could just have a really long beard and he could be nude underneath and be a flasher. Why not? It's a really long beard. I don't think it needs to be quite that long. Let's just cut some of it off. Oh yeah, that's better. You can see a little bit of his shirt. So, you know, I'm ready for this to be over. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like I am just a mess. Secure it with a little bit of glue there. You know, a little bit of glue over the arms. In the back. I should have left it just a little bit longer and I would have had hair all the way around. You're feeling what? You're having fun. Well, I'm glad you are, Claudia. I am too. He's rocking the ZZ Top. Yeah, you know, maybe that's the aesthetic I'm going for. Apparently not. What does ZZ Top play? Stop it. Okay, let's see if we can get him a little bit of hair back here. Hey, Carol Ruth. You're just rusty. You've been out of pocket for a few days. Way better than a movie. Okay, well, that's good to know. Maybe I'll hire out. When the crafting gig runs out, I will hire out as a movie. Yeah. Should have just left it long. Maybe I'll just put it up there. I'll just put it up there. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I hope that's Andrew. Whew. Okay, now he can have maybe where's his front? I can't tell his front from his back. This hat. And he could have that hat. Or he can have this hat. So which hat do y'all like the best? Do you like the red straw hat or the black whatever kind of hat this is? He's got to have a nose, but I got to figure out the hat first. You know, all of them come out looking like rabbis, don't they? Red, black, black, red. Okay, 2 reds and 2 blacks. What have we got? Anybody else have a preference? It's a black one. That's a red one. So we got. Okay, so the blacks are winning. Okay. Yeah, that one looks a little big. Okay. All right, so we'll smash this hat on his head. Okay, he's got to have a nose. Where's his nose? I had a nose. Oh, shoot. No, don't shoot. I had a nose. Y'all, I'm going to have to go get a nose. Oh, wait. I can use a... He can have a little nose. He'll have a little nose. He'll have... Well, he's a little guy. So his nose would go right there. Right there. Gretchen, how are you? I may have to give up making gnomes too, Gretchen. This one's a hot mess. Okay, now I'm gonna put the glue on the inside, right on the inside under the rim, and squish that down on his head. No way, what? Oh, no way, I'm giving up gnome. No, I can't give up gnomes. I was just funning. I love my gnomes, even the hot mess ones. Okay, so now I'm just gonna cram this down on his head. I can't give up the gnomes. That's not happening. But there are days. When I would. Okay, so he's not stuck. He's not stuck. Y'all laugh. You'll laugh. Maybe stick them in your camper. Best. Well, thank you. That's all. Y'all, I'll get better. This make. I know you're not talking to me about a camper. Going to put a little dollop on his top of his nose. And I'm going to have to fuss with him, but I will. Oh, he's got to have hands. I forgot his hands. I'm just putting that down on top of the little button thingy from the roller, and hopefully it will stay in there. You know, this one's just determined to give me a hard time. But I told it. Okay, now I'm thinking, I couldn't decide if this guy was going to be a musician or a nerd. But I think that he's answered my question, so I'm thinking that's too little. I have some musical instruments here. And maybe he could play the trombone. Well, the trombone, or maybe the French horn. Does he look like a French horn player to you? Or he could play the saxophone. So what do you think? Trombone? We have a bigger trombone. He needs a bigger one. We do have a trombone. Pretty sure that's a trombone. Didn't he play the French horn? Okay, we've got a trombone, sax, and a... Okay, we got two sax. A saxophone. We got a sax. Okay, I think sax has got it, y'all. We do have a saxophone. So we're gonna... This isn't a trumpet. He doesn't have a blue sax. This is not a trumpet. Isn't this a sax? Isn't that a saxophone? Not a trumpet. Got a tiny little sax. That looks like a pipe. Okay, yeah, I thought it was the sax. Ain't no trumpet here. That's a trumpet. Oh, I see what you mean. I was calling it. Okay. Never mind. This is a trombone. Okay. Lordy. Okay, so I'm gonna try to glue it. Well, for now, he's just going to hold it. He's just going to hold it in his arms. What did Justin say? That's very true. That's very true. Use which one, Gwen? The large one or the small one? Saxophone, my grandson playing trombone, and granddaughter playing violin. Wow, musical family. I wonder if I need to put a strap on it. I think maybe I need to put a strap on it, which I should have done before I put the beard on. There you go. Sequencing is everything. Okay, let me see how many places I can glue this. Look at him quick, because it's going to fall. It almost looks like he's playing it, doesn't it? Okay, so he is a musician. Sloppy one at that. It's coming apart. His hat's not going to stay on. We'll fix that. So, there he is anyway. And gave it... What? What did I give it? Just gives a silent glare. Yep. That's my mother look. Yeah, why didn't y'all start a band? Okay, so here he is. Such as he is. He's cute. There's one thing I love about the littles is they all come out kind of cute. And they all have a personality. And this one probably going to have his shoes tied. Jackson. His name is Jackson. Okay. Oops. Well, standing on shoelaces. That's not helping. Okay. Does anybody want to show what they've done? I'm willing. He's got a nose under there somewhere. Mine's like my hunter trapper, about the same size. He definitely has personality. Definitely has personality. I may have to cut the laces off because, well, you know, he could just, he's pretty unkempt. I'm glad you like him. I'm glad y'all like him. Nobody wants to come in. You might want to show what they've done. Thank you, Teresa. It's adorable. Oh, y'all, don't let me forget, I'm having an auction Saturday night at 5:30. So I hope you will all come to that. Teresa Swift wants to join you on video. All right, Teresa, come on in. Send in. This is adding. Oh, there she is. You swipe this to one side.
I'm sweating. Now let me show my little guy here.
Oh, you know what? Wait. Hang on. Okay. I still can't
There
hear
we go.
you. There. Okay.
Him's got his axe and
Oh,
some
he's
of the
so
wood he
cute.
chopped.
He is so cute.
I don't know about the boots, but you know,
Oh, yeah,
he got him Christmas boots on.
he does. Well, they're nice and warm and snug.
There you go.
So,
He's ready for the
and
winter.
he's ready for the winter. Yeah. Okay, I found out why I couldn't hear Justin when he was in is I had the microphone plugged in, so I don't hear anything. So I
Oh,
took it out and now I could hear. So yay.
now we know.
Justin, you didn't make him. Okay. You do such good work, Teresa.
Oh,
You're
thank you.
beautiful. I mean, it's
I
really
try.
good. No, you don't try. You do it. You do it. Oh, okay. Lisa lost sound. It's a problem.
Uh-oh.
Dina has no sound. Okay. Well.
Well, I'll go, so you maybe have some sound back.
Okay. We'll see. Thank you for showing him. I appreciate that. I love him.
Well, thank you.
And Justin
All
says
right,
he's.
bye-bye now.
Bye bye. Thank you. Okay. Does the sound come back? Okay. Sandy can hear. Adorable. Anybody else want to risk it? No sound for Sylvia. Brenda can hear. Go out and come back in if you can't hear, but of course you couldn't hear me say that because you couldn't hear. So if somebody wants to type that, you can, or we can adjourn. Okay, you can hear this time. So Vicky Baker's sound is gone. Okay, Rebecca can hear. Andrea can hear. Okay, so what do y'all want to talk about? It only took us 2 hours to do this. Well, it didn't take you any time at all. It took me 2 hours to do this. So, but there we have him. No sound for Patty. Gretchen can hear. Okay, good. Well, some people can. That's what happens, and it happens every time we bring somebody in. I don't know what that deal is. I'm sorry. Okay, y'all. I think since we can just adjourn. This is what we did. Y'all post your pictures when you do them because people can't hear. So somebody type in, "We're done," or something that we're gonna. He is cute. Okay, so somebody type in something about we're going to stop now since people can't hear. And uh, thank you, Andrew. Good night. Good night, everybody. Good night. Thank you for coming. And remember, somebody in Alabama loves you, and it's me. Y'all, good night. Yep, I have another live to do. Okay. All right, y'all. I will see you. Thank you, Pamela. I will see you all. Gretchen, thank you. You have a good night, too. Night, night. I will see y'all all next time, maybe in about 30 minutes. Okay. Love you guys. Bye bye.